Now this is a match I haven't seen very often. We have RecoN playing as the Malians in the color blue against Dyukusi playing as the Byzantines in the color purple. As usual, Byzantines needs to be color purple, right? Like that's the main color, right? I don't know why. I don't know why. Is it because the Varangian guard is like purple or something like that? I really don't know. But this is a match that I don't really see very often. I have some theories about like who's gonna actually like have the advantage here. And somehow I feel like Byzantines feel really strong lately. Like it's a military powerhouse, and I feel like the Malians are just gonna be having a really tough time on dealing with the Byzantines. But let's see. Let's see. The other day I was thinking about like, how about going like playing the free for all, but just going Japanese into Shogunate Castle, like fast Shogunate Castle. We're talking about like making the town center. All everyone go on. Like we have like 4 villagers on foot, and the rest will go on stone forever. We will upgrade this castle no matter what, and we will make sure we stay alive. I don't know if it's a dumb strategy, but it looks like a fun strategy. So maybe I will try that one next one. I'm trying to get some ideas for the live stream. If you have any idea, like what kind of content you want to watch there, let me know, and I will point that out, and let's see if we can make it. I will try to put less videos on casting. I mean, we're still gonna go like a video every day, right? But we will try to stream a little bit more. Talking about streaming, like I don't know if it's gonna be, it's gonna be on YouTube for sure. But I want to know your opinion on Twitch, because Twitch I go there like for fun. I don't usually watch live streaming on YouTube, but that's because, you know, people don't live stream on YouTube. At least on this game, they don't do very often. The most popular one is Turing, and I think it's really fun. I think he have a very fun content. Go check him out, Turing. I don't know how. Depending on which part on this world you are, you will say his name differently. But it is I think it's the only one I know who actually streams on YouTube. You got Vortex, Reload, also streams on YouTube and Twitch, but he's mostly focused on Twitch, right? So I don't know. Maybe you can try to restream. The problem with restreaming is that I have some problems with my internet. If you don't know about it, I live in China, so every time I try to restream and put it on Twitch and YouTube at the same time, I just don't have a good time. I just don't have a really good time. So I might give it a try. Maybe today. I'm gonna do it. I mean, not today when you watch this video, but I mean, maybe I'm talking to myself this time. Mansa Quarry already. It's gonna be the choice for Dyukusi. Not really surprised. Usually the Mansa, the Grand Winery. Did I say Mansa Quarry for Dyukusi? Sorry, it's a Grand Winery for Dyukusi. Not surprised, people opting to choose the Grand Winery just to get those berries out as soon as possible, to get that batch of mercenary out like as quick as possible. Not really going for the horseman. Mansa Quarry usually the choice here, unless like your opponent is pressuring you like a lot. So Mansa Quarry is really cool. Actually, the Malians have a very nice soundtrack. I don't know if you noticed, but Malians, the soundtrack of the Malians is really nice. Oh my god, we're gonna see stables now. We're gonna see some sofas coming from RecoN. At the same time, barracks coming from Dyukusi. Probably he already... I don't know. Like, it makes sense you go barracks because Limitanei are really good. But so... Oh, okay. It's gonna be the warrior scout. Okay, I see where you're going with this. Do we have we don't have professional scouts yet. So... Or we do? Oh, this mill got cancelled. Looks like it's gonna be building it here. So, gonna get that deer back home. You either get the big deer back home, or your opponent's deer back home, or, you know, like, harass your opponent. Because warrior scouts are really good. They are really, really good. Okay, no, not professional scouts for RecoN, unfortunately. Probably it's gonna wait until he has, like, more gold. But let's see. Let's see. Gonna be 5 scouts and then gonna convert them into warrior scouts. Mr. Donkey. Is it? Is it? I don't know. Let me know, guys. Is this a donkey or a horse? I think maybe the only donkey in the game is a trader. Because I've seen donkeys, like in real life, they really look like horses. They really look alike. So that can be anyone, I think. Warrior scouts activated. And looks like RecoN is going for a hunt here. Gonna try a not professional scout. Professional scouts, very big difference. Sorry, warrior scouts. Very big difference between the scout. Scout does 1 damage, warrior scout does 7. That's how big it is. Like 6 damage difference. You can actually opt for going for those professional scouts if you find like... Looks like the warrior scout rate is back. Gonna find the Limitanei. Remember, warrior scouts have a special thing going on in them. They do get oh my god, this one's going down. There's a couple of them going down. They're really cheap, so don't worry about it. So warrior scouts heal themselves when they're not fighting. Look at that, 31, 33, 34, 35. They just have much more heal regen ability than normal scouts. And it used to be very powerful before, when they used to heal a lot. Like, you can just go out and... Look at that, this guy was 30 something HP, now he's like 60. So it used to be way worse, like, they attack, they leave, they attack, they leave, they attack, they leave. And that's why a lot of people used to ban scouts in the tournaments, because... I mean, not scouts, Malians in the tournaments. Just because, how can you deal with that? Like, you don't really have any answer to that. Like, if you don't kill them, like, you can use the spears, but they run away. And they're fast. They are fast boys. 1.75 move tiles per second. That's a lot. And, you know, obviously, these infantry units are slower, but as a horse, it's really fast. It's really fast. So they can just run away, and they're just chilling, you know? Just attack, do some damage, and if you feel like your scouts are gonna die, then, you know, just go back and regen. Meanwhile, the cow boom already starting for RecoN. Have a couple of cows here. Some premium beef. Maybe actually mixing some sofas. Very interesting. You know, having some sofa is gonna be a cavalry only composition. Gonna get those eco upgrades. It's like fortified outposts going out for the Byzantines. It's like he really needs to protect those berries. Soon he will have enough olive oil for another patch of mercenaries. More javelin throwers, just to mirror his opponent, you know. You go javelin throwers, I also go javelin throwers. Now the big guy is here. This is Sofa. Gonna have a little bit of extra range armor. Malians are very well known for being very squishy. Like, they are cheap. I don't know how much the Sofa. Okay, a Sofa is not that cheap, but it's also not as expensive as a knight. So technically you can have more. And scouts not even like mention it, like they are only 90 foot. It's like Dyukusi going there to harass the pit mine at the same time. RecoN just trying to harass with the warrior scouts and the sofas. Looks like he will be able to take one house here. Take a look at the income per minute. That's RecoN is having a lot of gold at the moment. A lot of gold for sure. More than what he needs. So obviously he's using that into cows. It's gonna be that cow boom. Eating the cows. I'm putting those in the cattle ranches. Javelin throwers just gonna try to deal with the scout first, just to make sure that the opponent doesn't have vision. Let's take a look at Dyukusi's vision. So he does have vision. If he loses the vision from the scout, these javelin throwers won't be able to be as effective as they should. Let's take down those houses. And hopefully we will see the gold per minute income decreasing for RecoN. Scouts gonna go for a raid here. It's like gonna just say hi and leave. Gonna do the whole round here and just gonna come back from the backyard. Nice take down one pit mine. Meanwhile, more javelin throwers for RecoN. At this point, you just need javelin throwers. That's all you need. But the javelin throwers, actually, they do have a lot of range armor. They have 4. So, and these guys are just so tanky with the skill. Limitanei, they do such a good job against those range units. When they put on the shield wall, they look how much range armor they have. I mean they decrease their attack speed and reduce damage taken by 30%. That's a lot. So even all those javelin throwers cannot kill the Limitanei. These Limitanei are scary boys for sure. Meanwhile, the warrior scouts should be somewhere here. Let's take a look at RecoN's point of view. Warrior scouts decide. Actually, warrior scouts are dead. Only one of them alive. It's gonna be finding the wrong path here in the middle of the fight. Javelin throwers should be enough for RecoN to defend. I mean, he has a lot of archery ranges, and he has plenty of gold coming into his base. Food is safe. Cow is just being eaten as usual. It looks like the Sofas will just try to, distract those Limitanei. Byzantines just going back with their army. And RecoN managed to defend this. It's already in a very good position with the cow boom. Dyukusi just getting some olive groups here. Just get those olive oil. Well, more units for it. RecoN is actually on the offensive here. RecoN is like, I'm not going castle. I'm not going castle yet. I'm just gonna attack, and attack. And usually you don't see that from the Malians. Usually you see a very defensive playstyle. Like, I'm gonna defend just enough so that I can get to castle. Because in castle is where their economy just skyrockets, and they just have a lot of space for units. Cow boom is there, and it's just very good. It's just very good for them. Sofas will go down. It's like he will find another point of entry. At the same time, he looks like he will go Castle Age really soon. Despite RecoN's effort, he hasn't been able to take down any villager. He's aging up on the back. It's gonna be, of course, the Grand Fulani Corral. Gonna get that extra food from the cows. Like, each cow provides extra 20 food per minute, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 120. That's pretty much like extra 3 villagers gathering food for you. That doesn't seem like a lot, but this one is 86. It's like two villagers each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like 6 villagers. each one of them. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's like 36 villagers extra that you don't see here. Plus this one, like it's gonna be almost 40 villagers difference. Like you don't really see it in the villager count, but that's how the Malians work. Like as soon as they have the cow boom, their food economy is just really damn good. It's just really damn good. And now that RecoN is on Castle Age, probably Dyukusi will want to play defensively for a while. He has a lot of units, but I don't think he's in a position where he can attack, so he's gonna go back to his base, gonna macro to get that Castle Age. Just gonna be about 1 minute where until he can just go there and create a Golden Horn Tower. Let's take a look at his vision, because you think this is just towers? It's not. These are houses, my friend. These are houses. That's the power of the houses. They have so much vision. Outposts with already fortifications on. Just need some emplacements. Most likely he's saving it for getting that mangonel emplacement. At the same time, Dyukusi in a tough position where he needs to age up and defend at the same time. Javelin throwers are already veterans, so these guys are gonna be much stronger and have a little bit more health, a little bit more attack. Archers just dealing a lot of damage to those Limitanei. Limitanei just tanking all the damage they can. Try to push, and that's the power of the Limitanei. They're just able to push the army like non-stop. Look at this. They're just so tanky. So tanky. And somehow the casualties for Dyukusi were not as high as I thought. They were not as high, but it's gonna get really hard at the moment. Look at the food fair income for RecoN. Like it's just so much food and so much gold that just produce units non-stop. All those Musafari warriors are going in. Blacksmith getting some upgrades. Siege engineering coming soon for him. Javelin throwers trying to practice their shots against that outpost. Mangonel emplacements gonna save the day here. You just need 23 seconds. That's all you need. Gonna get veteran contract for the mercenaries, and you should be able to get the Limitanei upgraded soon. Ram already here. Outpost almost gonna have that Mangonel emplacement, but that Mangonel needs to be happening right now. Villagers gonna get pulled to take down that Ram, and the Mangonel comes to save the day here. It looks like he doesn't care. It's like, I don't care about your Mangonel. I'm just gonna fight here. That's all I need. That's all I need. Ram is like, I'm gonna come back for you. More units coming for RecoN. More Javelin throwers. More Musafari warriors. And Dyukusi has lost a lot of units. He's back to 7 military units. There's no way he can get back on this one. I mean, with a Golden Horn Tower, like, you can still produce units, but the Malians just sending units non-stop. He's not stopping. Look at his income. It's like non-stop production of units. Just go there, attack. It's pretty much a brainless civilization, right? If you think about it, if you follow this strategy, you will feel like, oh my god, I can actually spawn so many units. It looks like he's gonna go attack from another flank. Never mind, he's like, actually I'm gonna build some rams. This guy's like, they don't pay me enough to build one, so just gonna wait for instructions. Tower. This tower has, yeah, this has the Mangonel emplacement. I never know how it looks like. It's hard to tell. This one, for example, doesn't have the Mangonel emplacement, but I don't see it here, and Dyukusi taps out. He knows he doesn't have the army to deal with this. Well played by these two players. Hope you enjoyed this one. I will see you in the next one.